We'll start by 5 minutes, okay?
Sir, can I ask a doubt meanwhile?
Yeah, you can ask, but just wait for a minute. Let me set up once.
Okay.
Let me set up all the things. Okay, is the screen is clear to all? Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so this session will not be that much longer, okay? It will be around 1.5 hours. And then whatever thing will remain, we will discuss in the Sunday session, okay?
Okay.
So very good morning, all of you. Okay, so someone has some doubt, right? On
Yeah.
week 1, week 2, which
Yeah, this would be week 2 doubt.
what is the doubt?
Can you see the screenshot that I have shared in chat?
Yeah. I'm seeing. That fifth one, right? Mary subscriber to call a cell
Right.
phone.
Yeah. So my question
What?
is, we have formulated this equation, y is equals to 50 plus 0.2 into x minus 400. I was asking
Mm-hmm.
if, let's say I do not consume the entire 400 free minutes. Let's say I
Mm-hmm.
consumed only 200.
Mm-hmm.
Then the equation results in a negative y value. That means the bill
Mm-hmm.
amount will be negative. Just because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't utilize my free limit, the bill can't be negative, right?
Okay. Let me read first. Okay. What is the question? What is your question?
My question is, let's assume that the x value is 200,
Okay.
that I have only utilized 200 minutes.
So, okay.
So now the 200 minus 400 becomes minus 200,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole equation has a negative answer if we evaluate.
So the value of y will be minus 50. That's what you are saying, right?
Yeah,
But the thing is, up to 400, you don't need to worry anything about it, right? You
yeah.
have
So
to pay only 0 rupees for that.
yeah, so if, but I would have to pay the 50 rupees per month fees anyway. But now the y evaluates to negative.
See, so what is this? Mary subscribe to a call. Okay, Mary is a girl. She subscribed to a call phone plan with 400 free minutes,
Right.
a rupees 50 monthly. Okay, so
Yes.
basically, if you will, okay, let me share that question as well so that everyone can see. Is the question is visible to all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
formation of the equation is not correct, right? Many.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mary subscribed to a call phone plan with 400 free minutes. Okay. Are rupees 50 monthly and 20 paise for each additional minute. Okay. So basically what it will be? It will be around Y when X, this is your what? How much minutes you are spending your money. So this will be 50 rupees when your X is less than or equal to 400.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This equation will be 50 when your
Oh,
X is less than or equal to 400.
right.
Fixed amount.
Yeah. What
Okay,
about
done.
when the X will be more than 400?
Then we'll use a
Uh, then the
we'll
company
Yes.
charges 20 passes per minute.
Yes, exactly. When your equation will be look like this.
now I
Okay.
understood. So it's conditional function then,
Yeah. Step function you can say.
right?
Okay.
Sir,
Understood?
we
Yes,
sir,
yes.
we can directly do this like this question without even solving it by equation. Like,
Mhm. But he has doubt on how this equation will work. Like you are getting minus 50 rupees, then what will I do? That kind of thing he is checking, saying. Okay, so the equation is formed like this. You can do in a very way. There are so many ways to
Yeah,
do this kind of
I did
equation.
use equation to solve this, but I was just wondering.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Discussion forum is currently now not active. I can post many question, but no one reply coming to me.
Okay, okay. I'll
Yes,
fix that thing. Okay, I
yes,
will
sir.
tell.
So how can we solve our doubts? Sir,
Just a
this
minute.
okay, sir. This affect our
I'll,
preparation.
I don't worry. After this class, I'll inform to the authorities. They will resolve the thing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
No
sir.
worry.
One
Sir,
question as well.
sir, I've posted another question
Okay.
on chat.
Can we
Sir,
discuss this question? Like, can we discuss this question in the Sunday's class? Because in this class we
yeah, yeah.
don't have time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Actually,
Time
I
limitation.
also I also have a class at 9, so I have to just wrap up this class by 7:45. Then only
Yes, sir.
I have
Let's start.
I
Let's
can.
let's start, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you just discussed this thing in your WhatsApp group that I have already told you.
sir, I had also doubt in that question that I think Rahul has shared.
Okay, okay. Then let's start. If you have doubts, then we will resolve this thing on the Sunday's class because on that class we have lots of time. Nothing. So we
Yes,
can take that class 4 hours as well
Okay. Okay.
because that class is in night. So no need to discuss so many things
Okay, sir.
about time, especially time limits. Okay. So basically this today's agenda is we will discuss about quadratic equation that are in I guess week 3. Okay.
Yes.
So I think week 3 material has already posted to you. When it will drop?
So I think on Friday. Hassan.
Today itself. They will drop or it's dropped already?
No, sir. Drop already.
It's dropped, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think many of you guys haven't seen this kind of thing before. So
Yes.
let's see how much we can cover in quadratic equation part. We will go by slowly. It's just like Kachwa speed. We will go. Okay.
Yes.
So once again, good morning, all of you.
Good morning,
If
sir.
you haven't wake up now, just take a cup of coffee and then watch the lecture. Okay,
Yes.
and if you have some doubt, then please let me know. Okay, so what is quadratic function basically? Did you anyone heard about it?
Yes, sir. In the form of x square.
ax
Okay,
square plus bx plus c where a is not equal to 0.
quadratic function. Okay, So what is quadratic function basically? Can someone please tell me? Someone was saying in the form of x square.
In the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0.
Okay. The another one is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. Okay. Which
Yes.
one is correct? The above one and the second one?
Both one is correct, sir.
So both.
Quadratic means it should
Both are
be in the
correct.
form of x squared.
Okay. So let's see what is the issue in the first definition. Okay. You are saying in the form of the x square. Okay. So can I write this equation like this, right? Okay. Here one more thing that we need to add here, all the ABCs which are coming from your real number.
Integer.
Okay. For you guys. Okay. Not
Yes.
integer. It will come from real number for you. And if you will go for a higher study in mathematics, they will consider this ABC from complex number as well. Or I think you have seen in the class 12th level, they have sometimes they will take this coefficient in the complex plane as well. Okay, so
But
it
sir, in the
doesn't
lecture,
matter,
given that
but
ABC is integer in the lecture.
okay, it doesn't matter. We will take care, like we will take this from R as well. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like whatever
Yes.
coefficient you guys are taking, it doesn't matter. It will like if you will take one by root, like if you will take any rational number, it will comes into the integers as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
suppose you will put A is equals to 4 by 5, B is equals to what to say, like 7 by 3, and then C is equals to like 1 by what to say, like 1
3.
by 2 and something. So
Yes.
what you need to do, just multiply 5 by 5 into 3 into 2, your equation will be like this, your coefficient will become from
Mhm.
this ABC belongs to R, that kind of thing. Okay, so what is the basic thing here? See, if you are saying this equation in the form of ax square, you can say like, yeah, this equation can look like this, bx plus c divided
Yes.
by what to say, yeah, like divided by, yeah, or you can say a plus b by x plus c by x square. This is also an equation like in the form of x square that you can say. Not exactly, but yeah, you can say like that because sorry, this is not the form of x square. This will
Yes,
be
sir.
the form
Because
of
x
x
cube.
minus 2. Yes.
Yes.
But the thing is, whenever you will say, yeah, this is the equation quadratic function, yeah, you have to mention that this a should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, this equation
Uh,
cannot be in the form of ax square,
quadratic
right?
function. Yes, sir.
So whenever you are mentioning this kind of thing in the form of x square, so you have to mention that the coefficient of x square should not be equal to 0.
0. Yes.
Okay. And one more thing that you have to include that this equation is also in the form of x square, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But this is not an quadratic equation,
Yes, sir.
the
Under root
quadratic
x.
function. Okay.
Why
Because of
so?
this under root x. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
what
So
you can
you,
say?
yes. So you tell me real number. So in real number, irrational is also included. So why?
Because the thing is, see, here you can take any number, like apart from a real number, you can take a complex number as well. But the thing
Hmm.
is, why we are taking this, we just expanding our domain. Like sometimes, if we want to ask, we will give you a equation like this: root two x square, then x, then suppose what root 3 and equal to 0. If we want to ask, we can ask like this. The question can be asked in a different manner, but we can give you the equation like this as well. Okay.
Uh, Our motive is change into
Though,
integer, I think.
okay. Though you are though you are in your lecture, they are not mentioning this kind of thing, but in the exam, they can ask like that question as well. Okay. So that is why I am taking this ABC from your real number.
Yes.
See, it
Okay. Okay.
doesn't matter whatever number you can choose. Whole the equation is said to be quadratic equation.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Because
this
And
yes.
So I didn't understand that the y ax square plus b under root x is not an quadratic equation. Can you explain it again, please, sir?
I didn't explain the definition of quadratic equation yet. So once I will explain those things, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So I was just saying why this thing is wrong. So let me write the equation. What is the quadratic function basically? See, quadratic equation and quadratic function both are different. Okay, both are not
Yes, sir.
exactly same. Both are
When
different. So
assigning
we
some
will
value, this
discuss.
is equation.
Yeah. So we will discuss about what is quadratic function. So what is the definition basically? The definition is let fx from your R to R is said to be quadratic function. Please mute yourself. If f is defined as follows. Fx is equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are coming from set of real numbers. Okay. This is what that I want to convey. Okay. So basically what is it? Your fx, if your fx is defined like this, ax square plus bx plus c, then this kind of function is known as quadratic function. Okay. Where this term is known as quadratic term. This term is known as what? Linear term.
Linear term. Yes.
And this term is known as constant term.
Constant term.
Okay. Okay. So what is the wrong in this function? What is the wrong thing in this function? Here there is no linear term, right? This is not a linear term. If you are defining a quadratic function, then one term is defined as like this, your quadratic term. Another one is showing your linear term, and the last one is showing
Constant
constant
term.
term. Okay. So but the thing is, though in both linear and constant term, there is a possibility that one of the term is missing, but we cannot include any other term apart from this.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Sir,
that's the thing. Yes.
sir, but I think there's not any condition for x now. So
We have
that's
condition
why.
in X. That is why. See, what is the structure that we can take from X? What is the structure we can take? We can say a quadratic function which is look like this. Okay.
Hmm.
Which is look like this. We cannot say directly say, yeah, you can take root X. Yeah, though we can take a value X is equals to root 2. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay, but we cannot take like this. Why? Because here we are taking all the x, like we are defining a function from R to R, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I will put x is equals to -1, does this function will define?
So domain is real to real, but not the range.
No, not time.
Yeah, sir, it will
That
be
is not.
defined. It will be defined, yeah.
How root x is defined at x is equals to -1?
Mhm.
Mm.
You are getting my
It will no
point?
Because
longer
then
be
the
real.
roots become
Sir, no different.
complex numbers
Right. It will no
and it
longer be
becomes
real. So
undefined.
the
Okay, under
One
root,
by
yeah,
one,
sir.
please.
Yes, sir, I got it. Like under root, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
complex
So the
number.
thing is, the structure that we are considering for quadratic function is look like this. Apart from that, you can say any structure like that. Yeah, ax is equal plus b by x plus c. This is not be a quadratic function. Okay. Here your x should be in the form of like this. The first one is quadratic term. The another one is linear term. The last one is constant term. That kind of thing will, if there will be that kind of term, then we will say, yeah, this function will we can see this function as quadratic function. But the other thing is, We cannot include any other term apart from that. Just like this term here, some root kind of thing is there. Root x kind of thing is there. Okay.
Yes.
That we cannot that we cannot allow. Yeah, you can enter in the quadratic function as well. Okay. Otherwise, there is no such thing. Otherwise, you can say, yeah, sir, this function is also look like a quadratic function. A plus b by x plus c by x square. Okay, why you will say, someone will come to me and then he will say, yeah, sir, you can write it as like this, no, x inverse, then c x inverse whole square. They will say, yeah, sir, this equation is also look like quadratic function, but this is not. Yeah, but what we can see, we can say, yeah, if you put x inverse is equals to y, then this equation in terms of, we will consider this equation in terms of y. But the thing is, we cannot consider x is equals to 0 in this case. You are getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so sometimes if we will we will reduce the domain by like this, like we will say I or this function is defined in the domain 5, 4. Then we can say like this, yeah, this function is behaving like a quadratic function, but we cannot say this is a quadratic function.
Yes.
You are getting my point? Though this function can behave like a quadratic function, but this function is not a quadratic function.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, for the equation a plus b by x plus c by x square, if we take LCM, then we will get x square. So it may be possible that it's a quadratic function, like a quadratic
But your
equation.
x square will be in the denominator, right? You cannot exclude that x square as well, because x can be equal to 0. What you are saying? You are saying like that. Sir, you can write it as like this. So this above term will become your quadratic function. Yeah, though this above term will become your quadratic function, but if you are considering fx is equals to this kind of thing, this will not be a quadratic function.
Hmm.
Okay, why it
So
is not
power.
be? Because we cannot see this function like this, no? Here there is no denominator term,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
right? And one more thing, here we are allowing x is equals to 0, but here we are not allowing x is equals to 0. Otherwise, this function will not define.
So if we
Mm.
equate it with that RHS to be as equal to 0, RHS side.
See, we are not defining quadratic equation here. We are defining quadratic function.
Yes. Yes.
If you are
Definitely.
taking x whole thing is equal to 0, then what's the point?
Hmm.
Getting my point?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Thank you,
So in
sir.
this case, we will allow only those value of x for which this value is equal to 0. Otherwise, we will say, otherwise we suppose for x is equal to 1, this thing is not equal to 0. Then what do you say? Yeah, this non-zero term is equal to this 0. Will it be valid? Suppose let us take an example, x square plus x plus 1 divided by x square. Okay, put x is equals to 1. What it will be? 1 plus, and you are saying, yeah, just take it equal to 0. So for x is equals to 1, what it will be? X 1
Is equal to
plus
x
1
square.
plus 1 y 1 is equal to 0. Will it be valid if you will say, yeah, quadratic function is defined like this?
No,
So
sir.
basically,
No.
what you are saying, you are defining fx is equals to 0 only, no? And this is a
Yes.
constant function.
But sir,
This is
when we
not a
assigning
quadratic
some
function.
other values, so it is useful, I think.
Sorry.
Sir, when we assigning not 0, some other values. Sir, in the
No, it
denominator,
can't.
no any value.
It can't. It can't be, because if you will in the denominator, what?
Nothing. One. I think in this function.
See, if you are saying, yeah, apart from 0, you will assign some value like 4. Okay. So
Mm.
what you will
Mm.
say? You can take this 4 by this side, and again this will become your 0, no? So the whole thing
Mm.
is repeat again and again.
Yes.
So, sir, do you mean to say that there is a difference between function and equation? So, function
Yeah,
can
there
never
is
be
a huge
equated
difference.
to. Okay.
Yes.
Function can never be equated to anything. It is just like fx is equals to that constant function. And when we
Yes.
write a equation, we can equate equation to a number. or
Yes.
0. Is that it? Okay, sir.
Yes, because in the equation there will be an equality time, and there will be there will be some term in the LHS side, and there will be a term in the right hand side. And if the
Yes.
both equation will satisfy, both the term will satisfy to each other, then we will say, yeah, this is an equation. Okay,
Yes.
but
Yes.
in
Yes.
the function there is no equality sign like that. Your function is defined fx is equals to something. Okay, for that this term, whatever term we are using here, this term has to be follow some other thing. And in the initial class, I have already told you this function is behaved like a magic box. Then for
Yes.
that it will take some value and give me some value. But what about the equation x is equals to plus x square minus 1 is equals to 0? This is not a function. Okay, why?
Yes.
Because
This is
here we will
equation.
take only those value of x. Here we will take only those value of x for which this thing is equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, here we are restricted to take those value, but here we will define, we will assign firstly domain, and then we will discuss about what will be our function. But here we once we will write this kind of thing, the domain is automatically decided.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Clear, sir.
Sir, so we can say
Okay,
that a plus b by x plus c by x square is not a quadratic function, but can be a quadratic.
exactly. It can be a quadratic function if we will like if we will reduce this domain, then we will say, yeah, take x inverse is equals to y. Then your term will be
Okay.
look like this: by plus c y square. Okay, your fy
Mm.
is your this function is look like this. Then this will become your quadratic function, but in this domain only.
Mm.
If you will include 0 here, this will not be known as quadratic function.
Means
Yes.
domain is fixed.
Yeah, in the restricted domain, you can say like that. Why? Because we have put x inverse is equals to y. See, this will not exactly an quadratic function, but this can be an quadratic function. This will behave like an quadratic function. Okay. So basically,
Mm.
what is your definition? Just look at the definition. This is the only definition that you have for quadratic function. Quadratic function is what? Let fx is equals to let f is defined from R to R is said to be a quadratic function if f is defined as follows. Your fx is look like this, where first term is denoted by quadratic term, the another term is denoted by linear term, and then the last term is denoted by constant term. Okay. Apart from
Yes.
this, we are not going to include any other term. Okay, but we can exclude one of the term from linear term or constant term. Okay.
Yes.
Here quadratic term must be there. We can exclude one of the term from these two.
Mm.
Okay, these are the
Yes.
condition. See, it's just like I just define my name. Suppose I just war, and my father will define, yeah, this person is known as, further this person will known as Sarpit. Okay, so is there any point to say like how you are defining like that, how you are saying like that this person is known as Arpit? Okay, so what they do, what mathematicians do, they assign a name for a special type of function which is look like this.
Mm.
Okay, a is not equal to 0 and a b c coming from your complex and or whatever you can say. So they assign a name of this function. Okay, it's just not like, yeah, sir, why we are not saying this function as a quadratic function. They assigned a name for this function only. Here, what you can do, you can just like you can put a b c different value of a b c, and you can obtain similar kind of function. So this is a class of function. Class of function, it means that this is a set of all the function which is look like this, and each
Mm.
member of this set is known as quadratic function. You're getting my point now?
Yes.
Bhumika, what about you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got my point? What is it
Yeah.
exactly? Those function who will look like this that kind of function is known as quadratic function. Okay, there is no matter to discuss about why this root x we cannot include in this. Okay,
Mm.
or why 1 upon x we are not going to include in this form. So the thing is, those function which will look like this, that function is known as quadratic function. What does it mean?
Yes.
they took a jhola, or you can say they took a bag and put all the function which are look like this. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Then each member of this family or each member of this bag or each element in this bag is known as quadratic function. Okay. Apart from that, we are not considering any other thing as quadratic function. Just like in your class, 10th class, suppose in 10th class, all the student will be known as like, yeah, this student in the class, this student is in the 10th class. Okay, you cannot say now why we are not considering 11th class student as a 10th class student.
Hmm.
Though this 11th class student has already done 10th class. This is not the point to discuss, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so this is the basic thing that you have to remember that, yeah, this kind of function is known as quadratic function where a is not equal to 0 and your ABC is coming from R or integer, whatever you say, or you can say, yeah, this ABC can be from your complex plane as well.
Excuse
Yes.
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if the power of any one term which has x in it in a polynomial is negative, then based on the definition of polynomial, then it's not even a polynomial, then of course it can't be a quadratic function. So if in case if x is equal to root x, or there is a negative power, then what is the expression supposed to be called?
There will be some
It's
different kind
not a
of thing.
polynomial, so what
If
we
you
have to
will put
call
x
it?
square here, then this term is known as rational functions. Okay.
A rational function.
Yeah, this function is known as, in that time, this function is known as a rational number. What about this term? So for now, there is no such name
I
of this kind of function. We will say, yeah, this is just a function. Okay. But some of the function which are very helpful in our future, we will say, yeah, this function, why this is not erasing, I don't know. In the last class, this is not working properly.
So what is rational function?
So we will discuss later when this,
The first
I
time.
don't know why it's not working. So you got my point. What is your quadratic function up to
Yeah,
this?
sir. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Does it mean that because if we if we equate the equation to any number, every x gets a value, and that is not what we need?
Sorry, what you are saying, if you are equating a function is
Yeah,
equals to a number like this.
yeah. As you explained that if we equate it to 0 or 1 or 2,
Mhm.
it becomes an equation and we can solve it, and that is not what is required because it is a function.
Yes, exactly, exactly. This is an equation that we can solve it, but
Yeah.
this is not, then in that case this will not become a function. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
because in a
can
function we
say,
require to put values and we need to get something out of it.
yeah, but in the equation we have already assigned a value for x. For that,
Correct.
this term will satisfy.
Yes.
But
Okay.
sir, we
Yes.
can call it as a constant polynomial wherein
No,
the
we cannot. See
power
here,
of the
fx is,
leading coefficient will be 0.
see here we can say, because this is not that we are right. We what we are saying, that kind of thing that we are saying. Your fx is defined as like x, and you are saying if you are equating this whole term is equals to 4, then what's the point? You are taking only x is equals to 4. So whenever you are equating some function, that function will become that we can solve. Sometimes we cannot solve that function. That will also do. Like for x square plus 1 is equals to 0, you cannot solve this equation, right? If you are considering your real numbers only, so you cannot solve this equation. Sometimes we are not able to solve the equation. But the thing is, there is a huge difference between equation and function.
But
Got it,
we
sir.
can write this in the form of a general equation, like
How?
ax power 0 plus 4. It's also
Sorry?
polynomial. Ax
AX,
power
see,
0 plus 4, like
See,
it
the
is
polynomial thing
polynomial.
is not come yet. The thing is, if you are writing fx is equals to 0, see, this is a different thing. This function is known as constant
Yeah, constant.
function.
We can say constant
Constant
function.
function or constant polynomial, whatever you can say. Please don't use that polynomial thing, because polynomial thing is in your week 4. We are not covered yet. Otherwise, other people will confuse. So we will say, yeah, this is a constant function. Why we are saying like that? Because we are taking all the values x from R, and we are getting a function like this. We are getting a
Yeah,
function like this. Okay. We are getting a function like this. But if you are saying x plus 1 is equals to 0, what does it mean? It means that x is equals to minus 1 only you are saying, taking.
yeah,
So this will become an equation. This is a function that that I have defined. Okay. But this is an equation. This is just like this. You are saying fx is equals to x plus 4. This is just like this. This both thing we can say, yeah, this is looking like same. Okay. But here this thing and this thing both are different.
yeah. I was
Okay.
also saying constant polynomial.
Okay. Why both are different? Because here you have already defined a function, and that function you are equating equal to 0 in this case. In this case, in the case of x plus 1 equal to 0, here you have already defined a function which is fx is equals to x plus 1. And for this function, you are equating the value for which this function is equal to 0. Okay, if you are writing this. And what about this? Fx is equals to 0. Here you are defining your function like fx is equals to 0. Both are different. Though it will be little bit confusing, but yeah, both are different. Why? Because here your function defined, you are defining a function like that, and here you have earlier defined your function, and then you are equating those function equal to 0.
Got it, sir.
Okay, so I
Got it?
have a doubt.
Okay. What is the doubt?
Sir, can I
Sir,
ask a doubt?
can a polynomial have two variables,
See,
two
we
or
will
more?
discuss later. Now that's what I am saying. We will
Yes,
say
sir,
discuss
but please.
later. It can have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you can take, you can take. Okay. But this will be covered in the like math 2 course, where you will discuss multivariate calculus kind of. Here we
Okay,
are not
okay.
discussing about this. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, if I able to somehow manage like transform root x into the standard form, then will it consider as a quadratic function or not?
Sorry.
Sir, like if we manage to transform root x into the standard form, then will it consider
Mhm.
as quadratic function or not?
No. What you are saying? Somehow your equation is look
Like
like
sir,
this root
sir,
x.
no
See.
sir, sir, I'm giving you example, sir.
Okay.
Ax to the power 3 by 2
Ax to the power 3 by 2.
plus b root x
B root x
plus c by root x.
plus c by root x. Fx is equals to, this is your function, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So how will you transform this function?
Sir, by multiplying the whole equation, whole function into root x.
Okay. So your function, this will become your new function gx.
Yeah, yeah, right, sir.
Okay. Does this function is exactly equal to this function fx?
No, no.
So, and what about this function? If you are, even if you are multiplying by root x, you are not applying all those value which are less than 0. Though even if this will look like this, x cube plus b bx plus c, though it will be look like this. Okay.
X square.
But once you are restricting here, once you are multiplying root by root x, from initial thing you are not accepting this x less than 0 value.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Okay. So this, firstly, this function will entirely change. The another thing is, if you are, even if you are saying yes, this root x into fx will become your, or what to say, yeah, here you, if you are getting like this, then only you are excluding all those value which are negative now. But in the quadratic case, you can take any value from R. Your x can take any value from your R. Okay.
Okay,
This
sir.
is what that I have defined now. This is what that I have defined here in the definition.
Yes,
Got
sir.
my point? Let's move
Yes, sir.
further. So
Yes,
here
sir.
we have some example. So one of the example that we have, fx is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, this is an example. So let's discuss about how the graph will look like for this kind of equation. Okay, just come. If you want to draw a graph, how will you draw?
So
Yeah,
it's
the
fine
wise.
upward. So graph will be upward because
It can be
x.
downward as well.
We
Yeah.
didn't discuss about this. Let me not use. In the general case,
Yes.
if I will give
Yes.
you a function fx, what is my question? Let me complete first, okay? If I will give
Yes.
you a function fx, okay, we are not defining this function explicitly. And I just want to say that draw a graph, for your fx. How will you draw the graph?
Will
Sir, we
equate y
can
is
Most
equal to x
Sir,
basic
square plus
We
approach
2x
can
will be
plus
draw.
by
1
One by
and
one, please, one by one.
so the
we can
most
substitute.
basic approach will be by putting the points x or y.
Okay, so what this graph mean basically?
sir, find vertex, then y-intercept, and then axis of symmetry. 3 points are
This is the
compulsory
way.
to draw a graph.
See, this is the way. Okay.
Yes, sir,
What
this
I
is
am saying, just listen to me carefully. What I am saying, what is this graph means?
so graph is a pictorial representation of
What do you say?
quadratic.
What will you say it in mathematically?
The x and y coordinates representation,
sir,
and we put the value.
representation of this quadratic
So
function
on
in
coordinate
coordinate
plane,
plane
Relation
Okay.
between x and
So
y.
is
we can
triangle.
say we are taking a set G is equals to this x fx, where x is coming from domain of f.
hmm.
Okay. So this is a set of points, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Set of points in the coordinate plane,
giving some
Yes,
input
sir.
and some output.
right? Yes. So if you will see this set in this plane, so what you will see? Suppose your fx is look like this in the well-known example ax plus b. So your point will look like this only, na?
Hmm. Yes, sir. Yeah,
So what
so
is this
graph
basically? Whatever graph you are making in the quadratic plane, whatever curve you are making in the quadratic plane,
so
that curve is
in
nothing
parabola
but it's
form.
just a collection of points, right?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Excuse
yes.
me, sir. Sir, just a small request, sir. Sir, I'm not able
Yes.
to hear you properly because of Aman. Sorry, Aman, but actually, when you are saying and sir is also saying, so I'm not able to hear you properly, sir.
Okay,
So,
okay,
just a
no
small
problem.
request. Only you
Please,
speak, sir.
everyone, please mute yourself. If you have some doubt, then you just unmute yourself and then let me know. Okay.
Yes, sir, I will adjust. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So what is the thing? Whatever graph you are making, that graph is nothing but that graph is a collection of points, right? Right. So the thing is that is there anything happen? No? Nope, right? Okay. So graph is what? Graph is nothing but collection of points. So whenever we want to make some graph, we need some point, right? To draw a graph, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the thing is, we have this equation fx is equals to. So you know now what is the graph means in the mathematical thing? You know, just collect all those points from this kind of thing and then
Put
see
it
the
on the
location of that point. You
Yes,
will
yes.
sir.
get your graph. You will get your graph at any point. Okay, then if you have a function which is look like this, fx is equals to what? X square plus 2x. So what will be our first step to draw this graph? See,
So
What
we'll
will be our
put
first?
some value in fx, like we can assume that x is equals to 1, then find the fx for that value and
Exactly,
put it on the graph.
exactly. For that, we need this point, right? For that, we need this set, no? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? So for that,
Yes.
you have already seen this kind of thing, right? And this kind of table we will make where we will put input value and output value, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? If I will put x is equals to -1 here, what I will get? Suppose let us say x is equals to -1. F -1 is what in this case? -1 whole square plus -2 plus 1. Please mute yourself. Someone has unmuted themselves and my voice is coming to me itself. So what it will be? It will be 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So this will become 0. What about when I will put x is equals to 0 here? What I will get?
1.
Okay, Anil, can you please mute yourself? Okay, now it's fine. Okay, so the thing is, now if you will put x is equals to 1 here, what you will get?
4.
3.
1 plus 2, 2 is 3 and plus 1 is 4.
4.
4.
So what we are collecting here? We are we are collecting like this, no? Please mute yourself. My voice is coming to me. I don't know, someone has unmuted themselves.
Sir, he's
Anil
disturbing the
Prajapat, can you
graph.
please?
हाँ sir, I am.
I guess he's not able to find his mute, but yeah, okay, it's done.
Okay. So what you are doing, essentially what you are doing, you are collecting all those points like this, no? Right? Here x corresponding fx, here x corresponding fx, here x corresponding fx. So you have seen this thing in your choti classes, right?
Yes, sir.
You have seen this, all those things where if you want to make some graph, you are collecting all those points. So what you have done basically, you are collecting all those points, and then after that, what you was doing? You was doing, yes sir, at -1, your x is equals to 0. At x is equals to 0, x is equals to 0 here you are getting 1. At x is equals to 1, you are getting 4. Yeah, let us say x is equals to -2 again. Then suppose you are getting some -1 kind of thing, so you are seeing like that. Okay, so you collected some point which are looking like this, and what you have done, you will just connect all those points, and you got some graph, some rough figure of that particular function, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir,
That's
right.
what we have done here as well, right? So basically, whenever you want to draw a graph, you have to know about this function. You have to know about what are the values that we want to see. You have to make this set as well. Once we got this set, we will connect all the point, and then we will say, yeah, this will become your graph.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, does every time can we get this kind of set?
No, sir.
Sometimes we will not able to find this kind of set. Why? Because see, we can find 1 2 3 4 5 point. Okay, explicitly in a practical we will talk, like in the theoretical if we will talk, so we can say, yeah, we can put all the values of x and then we will see the point. But practically, will it be possible?
No, sir.
So putting all the values x from your domain of f, in this case your domain is R. Even if I will give you the small interval, in this lifetime, you are not able to put all the value of those small interval as well. Right? Because there are uncountably many values. So you will not be able to find this kind of set at any time explicitly. Right?
Yes, sir.
So for this kind of thing, what we will do now, we need to make a graph, right? We need to make the graph
Yes, sir.
of the given function. So what we will do, we will approximate this kind of thing like this. We will discover 4 to 5 points and we will connect all those points and we will say, yeah, your graph will be look like this. We will not say, yeah, this will become your graph. Okay, we will say your graph will look like this. Understood my point?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is not the exact graph of the function, but the whatever graph of the function, it will be look like this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
For linear case, for constant case, you can easily draw a graph because there no need to do such kind of thing. But for this kind of case or for the any other in general function, you cannot say, yeah, this is your exact graph. You can say, yeah, your function's graph will look like this. Okay. So what is moti graph of this function? This graph of the function will look like this, right? Here -1 is there and your graph of the function is looking like this. Okay. Now, what are the things that we can observe here? This graph is what? Graph of the parabola. Right? It is looking like this now.
Yes, sir.
Everyone able to see this graph is looking like a parabola.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there any
Excuse
doubt
me,
in this
sir.
case? Yes.
Sir, at least how many points we have to find to draw this parabola?
It depends on the function. Okay. Like in the case of linear function, you need to find only
2 points.
2 points. In the case of constant function, only 1 point will be sufficient. Okay. It depends on the graph, what kind of graph you are taking.
Okay.
If you will if you will say any, if you want to discuss about any transcendental function like log x, no matter how many points you can take. Okay. Once sometimes they will say, yeah, x tends to, if your x is going to -infinity, your fx is going to -infinity. That kind of thing you can discuss, but you cannot make exact graph of this function by your hand. Yes, this session will be recorded. Okay, you can watch in the YouTube as well.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
what is translative function?
That we will discuss later. Don't worry. Okay, that will come later. No
Okay.
need. For now, as of now, if we will discuss about this log x, like if you guys are from a maths background field, you would know about this log function, right?
So yes,
Yes,
it's
sir.
in the first
It,
chapter in 10th class.
you have seen this sin x as well,
Yes, sir.
or no matter whatever thing, just take this 1 by x. I think most of the people has seen this kind of thing, right? If you guys are not from maths department or maths background as well, you have seen this kind of thing. In this course itself, you have seen this kind of thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So forget about this. So just see this graph. So what we are able to we are able to see this graph is look like a parabola, and in this case this line is becoming a line of symmetry, right? If we are able to make a graph by this way, we can easily make a graph by this way. It's just a mirror image of this by this line, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the observation here? In the every quadratic function, in every quadratic function, there is a line of symmetry, right? This is your one of the observation that you are able to see,
Yes, sir.
right? At every every quadratic function, there is a line of symmetry. Why we are discussing about this line of symmetry? See, mota moti, my agenda is to make a graph of the quadratic function. How this line will help me? The line is help me like this. If I will get a graph of this side or this side, I can easily make the graph for other side, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
Right?
So, sir, here um, we can have the mirror image of the graph with respect to x-axis.
No. With respect to this line.
Uh,
What
mirror
does it mean by mirror image? Mirror image it just mean if you will put a mirror in this line, then what are the reflection you are getting? You will get the another graph. But if you put your mirror in this line, you will get a reflection like this. No?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is what
So
I
this
was.
is
Okay,
not the
sir.
case. This
Okay,
is
sir.
not the case.
But sir, the
Okay.
parabol can be horizontal also sometimes.
You are saying like this.
Yeah.
We are not discussing here about parabola. We are discussing. What I said. I just said this function is look like a parabola. Okay. I am not saying like any function which are parabola who is in quadratic equation. Okay. I am just saying the quadratic equation, whatever we are treating, that quadratic equation is nothing but it's just a parabola.
Yes, sir.
Right? It's just like that you can say, uh, what to say? Every square is a rectangle, but every rectangle is not a square. You are getting my point? What I want to convey?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or you can say every teacher is a human being, but every human being is not a teacher. You are getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes.
you can say Narendra Modi is a human being, but every human being is not a Narendra Modi.
Yes, sir.
This kind of thing is going on here. Okay, every quadratic function is a parabola, but every parabola need not be a quadratic function. Got my point?
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
this. If you will make a parabola like this is not even a function. Because for one
Yeah.
value, you are getting one value here, one value here. This is not even a function. So how we will say, yeah, this is a quadratic function.
Yes, sir.
So what is the observation? Let's discuss what we will discuss about because the time is losing. We are losing the time and we did not discuss anything much here. So basically, why I am going too much slowly here because this, like most of the guys haven't seen the lecture slide because this lecture slide is like I have that lecture videos have dropped by tonight. So most of the guys haven't seen this. Yes, this is going to be recorded. Silver.
Sir,
Mhm.
is it necessary for a parabola to intercept x-axis or y-axis at one point?
No.
Can it intercept at
It
2
can be
points?
this. See, this is just an example. I have took this example and for that example, this particular example, this function is look like this. Suppose let's discuss about any other example. X square minus 1. In this case, let's make a graph.
Plus or minus.
Here x, here fx. What it will be? Just put x equals to 1 here, minus 1 here. What you will get? 0. X equals to
0.
0, you will get minus 1. X equals to what?
Plus 1.
1.
1.
1, you will get 0. 3 point for me, it is sufficient because I know how this graph will look like. For me, it is sufficient. Further, I will let you know for quadratic function, what are the point that we will require. Okay. So
Hmm.
for minus 1, this function is 0. For 1, this function is 0. And for 0, this function is -1. Okay, so your function is look like this.
Okay,
So
clear.
see, this function I am making in my knowledge. Okay, you are not able to like make this graph by now. You can go by this manner, but for making this kind of graph, you have to put so many values. Okay, here for 3 value is sufficient for me. I will let you know how you can make this graph by 3 or 4 values. Okay. That I will let you know. Okay, that I will let you know. Don't worry. That vertex thing I haven't discussed yet. Right now I am in the axis of symmetry. So what is my observation? Each quadratic function has a line of symmetry. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Each quadratic function has a line of symmetry. Okay. So
Hmm.
what does the role of line of symmetry? So one observation is that if I got if if I got
Sir, line
a
of
line,
symmetry, those are equal.
sorry,
The line of symmetry or axis of symmetry, those are equal.
both are equal. Here you can say axis of symmetry or line of symmetry, whatever you can say. Okay. Okay. Both are same. You can use axis of symmetry. Sorry, I am using line of symmetry. But for instance, for now we will say, yeah, this is an axis of symmetry.
Yes, sir, those are
Both
equal.
are same.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Both are equivalent symmetry. In your course, I think they uses axis of symmetry. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they use axis of symmetry. Let's use axis of symmetry. So line of symmetry, or here you can say axis of symmetry. So what is the problem here? So once you got a axis of symmetry, you don't need to bother about this part or this part. Once you got a graph of one part, you can easily make a graph of another part. It's just a mirror image, right?
Yes, sir.
So your half work is already, you don't need to do. It means that you don't need to check this side or this side. It means that now you need to check this side. Your half point is gone. You are
Yes,
getting my
sir.
point?
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
Now, the thing is, what is the observation again? The observation third is the intersection point of your axis of symmetry and parabola, or you can say your quadratic function,
Okay. Called the vertex.
will give me a minimum or maximum value, right?
Hmm.
Of function f. This is your, in this case, this is your axis of symmetry. Okay. Axis of symmetry. In this case, this is your axis of symmetry. See, where the point is cutting, like if you will make this graph, minus x square plus 1. Again, in this case, what are the points that you can get? The points are, for 1, you are getting 0. For -1, you are getting what? 0. And that for 0, you are getting -1. And again, what you can see, both, all the points are same, but this function is going upward, this function will go downward. That I will discuss. Okay, discuss further. But this, for instance, this function will look like, okay, 1, it will equal to 0, no? For x equals to 0, the functional value will be -1. Okay, I think I am doing some mistake. For x is equals to 0, I will get 1, no? Okay, I will get 1. So here, so this function is look like this. Okay?
Yes.
For x is equals to 0, I am getting 1. For x is equals to minus get 1, I am getting 0. For x is equals to minus plus 1, I am getting 0. So though this function is like turning around, yeah, moving downwards in the downward direction, this will become your axis of symmetry, right? And the intersection of axis of symmetry and the parabola is giving me the maximum value in this case. Right? Are you able
Yes.
to see?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So that's what I
Yes,
have
sir.
written here. Yes. Yes. Then what happened?
Done, sir.
Done, no? So basically, what is the observation here? Intersection point of axis of symmetry and quadratic function will give me either a minimum value or maximum value.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so note down here one thing that you want to note. Your axis of symmetry will given by this equation. X is equals to minus b by 2a.
2.
If your function is looked like ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, do not worried about this thing, how you are taking this thing, because you don't need to know about this thing. It will take lots of our time. So right now I am not going through it. I am just saying your axis
Okay,
of
sir.
symmetry will given by this equation.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. So I also have a doubt that axis of symmetry will always be on the x-axis. Can y
No,
be the axis of symmetry?
is this this is a y-axis, right?
Yes, sir. But for the notation, sir, you wrote no x is equals to minus b by 2a.
This is the equation of line. If you
Okay,
will
so
put
sir,
b is equals to 0 here, so your equation will be look like x is equals to 0, and x is equals to 0 is what? Y-axis only, no?
yeah.
I
Okay.
understood your point. You are saying, sir, does this x-axis will become your axis
Axis
of
of
symmetry
symmetry.
or not?
Yes, sir.
Like, what does it you mean? You mean to say, does this function is known as quadratic
Got
function or not? So this is not even a function.
not in
So
our
this
function.
x-axis will not become an quadratic function. See, whatever whatever your axis of symmetry you will got that axis of symmetry parallel to the y-axis only. You cannot say, yeah, this line will become your axis of symmetry for the given quadratic function. This will
Sir,
not
So
but
because
happen.
for whatever value of x, we need some y, like two values of
Just see the equation of the graph of
yeah,
axis
sir.
of symmetry. It just these are all the line which are parallel to the y-axis only. So all the axis of symmetry will be given by a line which will be parallel to the y-axis. Okay. So see
Okay.
how easy is it? So
Yeah.
if you
So
are
for
getting a yes,
for some cases, axis of symmetry and the maximum or a minimum value can be the same. Like for in this case, here the axis of symmetry and the maximum value will be the same.
yeah. Axis of symmetry is a equation of line, and maximum value is just the one number.
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir.
So
Got it, sir.
maximum and minimum
Both
will
are
always
different, right?
lie. The
Yeah,
maximum and
the
minimum will
maximum
always lie
value, yeah, the
on
maximum
equation.
value will always lie in the axis of symmetry. Why? Because here I am seeing now the intersection of, here I am already saying the intersection point of axis of symmetry and quadratic function. It means that that point should be lie in the axis of symmetry and the quadratic function as well. Nice observation. That intersection point will always be there in the axis of symmetry.
Yes, sir.
So what is the good thing here? Once you got your axis of symmetry, okay, I am writing in short AOS, axis of symmetry, you can get maximum or minimum point of the function, right? Value of the function,
Yes, sir.
right? Easy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what does it mean? It means that once you got your axis of symmetry, that axis of symmetry you can got by this equation minus b by 2a. So what are the things that covered it? Your the thing is that is already covered. You got your axis of symmetry. Okay. So once you got your minimum point, suppose the function is giving me a minimum point. So you don't not to be worried about this way. From here, you have known that your function will go like this only.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes. Your function cannot take a value below this axis because this is a minimum value, no?
Yes. Sir, is this
Yes.
class is recorded on YouTube?
Yeah, this session is recording on YouTube.
But it is not streaming, sir.
Uh-huh. Seriously?
It is not showing that.
I think it has to be streamed.
The YouTube link
If
is
this,
showing.
that kind of thing is happen, please let me know in the beginning of the classes, okay?
It is streaming, sir.
It is streaming, right?
Yes, sir.
Because I have already told to them, please start the streaming.
Sir, in my calendar, the YouTube link is showing stop, blank.
So can someone please play? Can someone please paste the streaming link
Sir,
here?
yes, sir, it is streaming, sir.
Yeah, because all the instruction session is streaming it. That has to be streamed. If this that kind of thing happens frequently, or you are observing that uh, you are observing that the session is not streaming, please let me know in the beginning of the classes so that I will inform to them and they will tell me like they will start streaming. Otherwise, that will be very difficult to for those people who are not in live class who want to watch in YouTube
Those are
or who
it's
want to
streaming
reduce
now.
their time. It's streaming, right? Okay, then it's fine. Okay, so what is the observation? The observation is once you got your axis of symmetry, you can get the maximum or minimum value, whatever your function is taking. So once you got the maximum value or minimum value, you not need to be worried about this side, right? You got a minimum value. Suppose that your minimum value is 5, and in what, like at what point? Okay, 50. 50 is your minimum value, or 5 minus 1, suppose. So you got this is your 5 minus 1 point. Okay, so you know your axis of symmetry is going like this, and once you know this is your minimum point, you are aware that any value of function will not go in this region. It's not
Sir, how
lying
to
in this
know that
region.
the value is minimum value?
Because what is does mean this minimum value? If minus 1 is your minimum value, it means that all the value of function will be greater than or equal to this value. No, this is the minimum value of the function. Okay. What does
Sir,
it means?
hello, sir.
Sorry. Yes.
Sir, can you please scroll up? Just a clarification. Yeah, here. Uh, so you said that at the intersection point of axis of symmetry and the parabola x is equal to minus b by 2a. So can we say that at the intersection point of axis of symmetry and the parabola, we'll get equal roots for the function?
That is a different topic. Roots we
But
haven't discussed
just
yet. So roots kind of thing is a different topic. Okay. Roots can be depend on the maximum minimum value. Okay. But we cannot say, yeah, axis of symmetry. What was your doubt? Can you please again repeat it again?
sir, based on determinants, if the root is minus b by 2a, then we get equal roots.
What you are saying if you are getting, see, this thing can be discussed when we will discuss about roots, because here many of the people is not aware about what are the roots. your point is correct. If you are getting your one root is equals to this, the another root will be same.
Yeah.
Okay, your point is correct. Was those who are not aware about it? Yeah, nice observation, first of all. Who are not
So
aware about this, please forget it. Yes.
that means when y is equal to 0, um, and x is equal to minus b by 2a, the points minus b by 2a and 0 becomes the line of symmetry. No, and parabola intersection point.
Yes. Then that case will be look like this only. Where was it? This
Okay,
case.
okay.
Okay. And the
Excuse
thing
me,
is
sir.
that what you are saying, yes, this case will become like you are not exactly totally correct, but yeah, sometimes this case will be your like if you are getting a root in this case, okay, if you are getting a root in this case, you can say yeah that should be your like that should be the case for that you will get the equal root. Okay, but this is not the only one case. Okay, there is a possibility that yeah, once you got a root at x is equals to minus b by 2a, you will say yes, this will become your like in this case your function will get only one root, and what are the roots you are getting that should be equal. But there is a possibility that a second statement that you said, does this in this case your y-axis will become your axis of symmetry? No. Why? Because your function can be look like this as well. Okay. In this case, this is also your root at x equals to minus b by 2a. Okay. But this is not the y-axis, no? The line of symmetry is totally different. Okay, that we will discuss further. Okay, nothing but
Sir, I had a
nothing to add. Yeah.
question.
Sir,
Yes.
The axis of
okay.
symmetry can be like y-axis can be axis of symmetry or it cannot be, no?
Yeah. May not be. It depends on the minus value of minus b by 2a. If your b is equals to 0, it means that ax is plus bx plus c. In this case, if your this term is not there, then your y-axis will become your axis of symmetry.
Yes, sir.
Minus b by 2a 0 is the intersection point of axis of symmetry and parabola. No, not always. Not always. Okay. Not always. In that case that you are saying, Kiran, this case is only for this value or this value. Okay. There is a possibility that you are getting like this. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, it is never possible x-axis be the axis of symmetry.
Yes, because it will not like it will not be a function as well.
If we change
Okay.
the variables,
What kind of
replace
variable
by
you want to check?
hmm?
If you will say x is this, y is this, then we can say like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the question? The question is the horizontal axis cannot become your axis of symmetry. Okay. This is a small thing. Please do not confuse others. Okay. Okay. So up to this, what we have covered, we have seen that once you got your axis of symmetry, you can easily find the maximum value and minimum value. And once you got the minimum value, you need not to be worried about the further value, which is lesser than like you need not to worried about it. Does the function can take the value from this side or not? Okay. Got it up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All the things are clear. Okay. Okay. Axis of symmetry is done. Maximum minimum value is done. What else? Intersection is done. Okay. Vertex. Okay. So this intersection point that you are getting, this intersection point is known as vertex of the function. Okay. There is a nice name for this intersection point of axis of symmetry and quadratic function, which is known as vertex. Okay. And that vertex is given by minus b by 2a, your x value, right? and its corresponding y value. Got my point? Functional value, its corresponding functional value. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Tricky, sir. But yeah, I got it.
Got it now? What is your vertex? Your vertex is nothing but that intersection point. Okay, that intersection point of quadratic function. Okay, because this thing is important, we gave it as a one name. We assign a name for that.
Yes, sir.
What are the
Yes,
things
sir.
are useful in mathematics? We will assign a name to them.
Yes.
This quadratic
Yes.
function, somehow this function will be helpful. This function will be very useful for us. That is why we assign a proper name to this function. Okay. So this is like those things like in the medical shop that I have already given to you an example. I have explained this thing. This is suppose this value is your paracetamol thing. So whenever we will ask for paracetamol, that person will open this quadratic function box. Okay.
Okay, sir.
He will not going to touch any other thing. So see how set is important in this kind of thing. You are getting that the thing, you are relating those things that I have said in the previous classes. If you guys were there in the very first class of the function, like sets kind of thing,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I was
right?
there.
You're relating those things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
this observation done. This intersection point will known as vertex. Okay. Now, what are the things? The next thing is zeros of the function of quadratic function. What are the zero?
Sir, these
So
are the roots.
no, roots always like we will, if we are discussing about roots, we are discussing about equations. Okay. If we are discussing
Okay.
about zeros, we are discussing about function. Both
So zeros are
the
okay.
terminology is different, but the like what the concept is totally is the previous class videos are on YouTube. Yes, Chaitanya, it is there on YouTube. You can see. Okay, so what is zeros of quadratic function?
Zeros are those
So
values
the
for which y becomes 0.
the
Fx
solution
becomes
of
0.
the
For which
equation
one.
fx is equals to 0, or in this case you will say x is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is known as zeros of quadratic function or in general function. Okay, so the solution of the equation this, what are the solution for what value, what are the values this function is becoming 0, that value is known as zeros of the quadratic function or zeros of this function. Got the point?
Yes, sir. So
Is
in that way, it
easy?
can also be called as x-intercept.
Yeah, x-intercept. You can say, yeah, that definition I will cover. Okay. The other
Yes.
thing is nice observation. By the way, the
Thank you, sir.
other thing is, or you can say the root of the equation. This solution of the equation is also known as root of the equation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can also say the root of the equation this. So whenever we will discuss about root, we will take that function as an equation. Okay. Whenever we will discuss about zeros, the terminology zero will come for the function. The terminology roots will come for the equation. Okay. In a way, we are both are same. It's just like my name is Arpit. Suppose in my home, my father will call me as Hers. Okay, both are different, right? The person are same, but for me, for in my home, I am Hers. For in my college and for you guys, I am Arpit. So both are different, but the person are same. Names are
Functions,
different.
So function itself is written in the form of equation, no?
You are saying like that. This is in the form of equation. See, equation is what? Equation is just like if there is some numeric solution that you can find. If the function will be solvable like this, if you will say, yeah, your function is looking like this, then that function you can solve. Okay, you can find some value. Equation is not like yeah, there will be some equal sign and right and left hand side are there. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
by
because here is also
yeah.
like that. But the
Yes,
thing
sir.
is that if the function is assigned for some value, like if your function is look like this, x plus 3 is equals to 0. Here you can solve this function, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So this function, or you can say x square plus 4 is equals to x cube plus 3. Though both side does not have any specific numerical value, but you can form this function. You can solve this function, right? You can solve this kind of term for
Yes, sir.
a value of x. But here, how will you solve this thing in the form of x? Cannot, no? So there is a basic difference between function. It's look like an equation, but this is not. Okay? Please don't confuse in both of the things.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fine. This thing is clear. Like zeros and roots, what is the basic difference between zeros or root? If we will talk about function, we will discuss. We will say zero. If we will talk about roots, no, sorry. Then if we will talk about equation, then we will say solution or roots. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then what are the further things? What's the time now? Okay, it's 8:31. If once okay, let's see the further.
Sir,
We will close this session by 8:45. Okay. Yes.
sir was discussing sir was discussing in the lecture like different methods to find the roots or the solutions of the equation. So, like, sir, which method I have to use? I know that method, like square
Quadratic.
method. Yeah, sir. But
Okay, so
like,
that we will discuss. Don't worry. Once we
yes,
will
sir.
start solving the equation, we haven't come into the equation yet. We are discussing about functions only.
Yes, sir. So I also need to know what Bhumika was
Don't
asking.
worry. Most probably, see, for now, for as of now, if you are guys watching the videos and you want to start the what? If you want to start solving the question, you just go by quadratic formula. If you have watched the video,
Okay, sir.
okay, quadratic formula will give you the correct answer every time.
Yeah.
Though it
Yes,
will
sir. Yes,
be lengthy, but it will give you the correct option. Most probably in the Sunday session, I will cover all the things from quadratic equation. So that will be very helpful and useful for you.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So in that case, you will be able to find which formula will be helpful for you to solve the question. Okay. And the speed of the session will be slightly faster than today's session because since as of now, like many of you guys haven't watched the videos. So that is why I am going in the slow manner. Okay, but I think this speed is like very helpful for you. I am expecting this thing. Otherwise, I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
increase
sir.
my speed.
No, sir. It's fine.
I
Although
just
the
want to
video was released last Friday already, but we don't get much from the video. It's not that
okay.
much helpful.
Okay, so that's why I just want to keep this session like that. So that I can cover each and everything what are the I can postmortem like I can do postmortem for the quadratic kind for the any topic so that
Yeah.
you guys can understand each and everything in a more precise way so that it will be helpful for you in the concept wise especially. Okay, question you can solve if once you know the concept. Okay, so you understood up to this zeros of the quadratic function and roots.
Yes,
What
sir.
is the basic difference between roots and zeros? Okay. So what are the then? Let us see what term is denominator. Suppose you have a function like this, fx is equals to minus x square plus 2x plus 3. Okay. So just see, if I will put x is equals to 0 here, what I will get? Fx is equals to 3, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
If I will put x is equals to 1 here, what I will get?
0. No.
Minus 1 plus
4.
2, 4.
4.
4, no?
Yes, sir.
If I will put 2 here, what I will get? Minus 2 to the 4,
3.
minus 4 plus 2 to the 4, 3, right?
Hmm.
If I will put 3 here, what I will get?
Sir, first we are find the vertex now.
0, we will get 0.
I just want to take the values. We are not making the graph. What we will get?
0.
0.
Sir, 0.
Minus 96, 0. Okay. If I will put 4 here, what I will get?
Minus 4.
What? Minus 4. If I will put 5
No,
here,
it's
what I will
minus
get?
No,
5.
sir. No, sir. No,
Sir,
sir.
minus 5.
It's 5.
Minus
It's
5.
minus 5.
If I will put if I will put 5 here, what I will get?
Minus 12.
Minus 12.
Minus 12.
Yes, sir, minus
Okay.
12.
What about in number 6?
Minus
What about
21.
in 6?
Can you show the equation?
Minus 21.
30 minus 36, then 12 plus
Plus
12
15.
plus 3.
Minus 21.
Minus 21.
Yeah.
Minus 21. Okay. So what is the observation here? Whenever your x is approaching towards infinity, means that whenever you are taking your x, we are taking our x larger and larger, your functional value is going down, right? See, after this 3 value, your functional value is going down,
Yes,
right?
sir.
It means
Yes, sir,
that
right.
see, we know that it will become a parabola, and here there will be some excess of symmetry like this. Okay, so once you take its value x like maximum value, this function is going down and down, right? It is going towards negative only. If you will put 7 here, you will get minus of something which is very, very less of this value,
Yes, sir.
right? And what are the one thing is here? Here your coefficient of the x square is negative, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? And in this case, if you will see, if you want to plot the graph, see what is the axis of symmetry in this case? Minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a. What it will be? B is minus 2, minus 2. What you will get?
1.
You will get
1.
1. Your axis of symmetry is 1. X is equals to 1 is your axis of symmetry. What is the intersection point? 1, 4. Right? So this is your maximum value, right? And this is your suppose what?
No, sir. 1, 4. 1, 4.
You are getting x at x equals to 3, you are getting what? 0. And here something is the point is what where you are getting another 0. So the thing is, once whenever your coefficient of x square is negative, you are getting this kind of graph, right? At any position you can get like this, you can get like this, but you are getting this kind of graph. After certain point, your graph is going towards minus infinity. Right?
Yes, sir,
Sir,
right.
Point,
the axis of
right?
symmetry.
The axis of symmetry is x is equals to 1 now. Your axis of symmetry is given by minus b by 2a. What is the value of minus b by 2a? It's 1 only. So your axis of symmetry will be given by 1. X is equals to 1. So observation is what?
X
Observation is
inversely
what?
proportional to y.
Yeah. Whenever your a is less than 0, then your f or your quadratic function will be open
Downwards.
downwards. Okay. And whenever a is greater than and also and the maximum value will be like the vertex of the, or you can say the vertex of the graph is given by minus b by 2a, f of minus b by 2a. Okay, similarly, and in this at this minus b by 2a, you will get your maximum value. Okay, easy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, similarly, if a is greater than 0, similarly you can see, okay, similarly you can see your if a is greater than 0, your quadratic function will open upwards in the direction of upwards, and your, in this case, you will get minimum value, or you minimum value, you will get minimum value at x is equals to minus b by 2a, and your vertex will be the same, minus b by 2a. At every case, your vertex will be like this one. Got the observation? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the observation here? But the other thing, the observation here, your highest power term will always dominate entire the equation. What does it mean by dominate? It means that if the coefficient of the coefficient of the highest power is negative, then as x goes to infinity, your fx will go to minus infinity. It means that this term will dominate all the things. Okay. So in the tomorrow's class, we will discuss about quadratic equation and what are the roots, and tomorrow's day after tomorrow's class, and roots of the equation we will discuss. Basically we will discuss about roots, how to find the roots, and some of the properties of quadratic equation. Okay, so my request is please watch the video so that you will easily connect all those things. Okay. So shall
Okay,
I
sir.
close this session? Actually, I have class at 9 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, 9 a.m. Okay. At 9 a.m. I have class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Enjoy and
Okay, sir.
watch the video and solve
Thank
the
you,
question
sir.
as well. In the like in the day after tomorrow session, we will take your doubt from the week 3 and we will discuss what are the things remaining. Okay. I
Okay,
hope
sir.
Okay.
this
Thank
session
you.
was helpful for you.
Thank you, sir.
I hope this session was helpful for you. Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah, very helpful.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye, guys.
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Sir, can we find this slide?
You want this slide?
Yes, sir. Please
Let
put
me
the
save
link
this slide.
in chat section.
Let me see how we can. I just paste the slide in the session itself. Okay.
Yes, sir. This is notes now, Microsoft Notes. Can you get this?
Sorry.
Sir, this you are using the Microsoft Notes now. So
Yeah.
this notes is share the link in the chat section.
I am sharing the notes itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Week 3, right?
Yes, sir. Week 3, open session 1.
So I have sent. It will be. I have sent. Please download it. Please download it. will place this slide in the YouTube comment box so that other will take the take the notes as well. Okay. Once you done with this, please let me know so that I will, I will
Yeah, sir, it's
leave the
done.
class.
You can end the session.
Should I stop the session now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Please, someone please comment. Please paste this slides in the comment box as well, YouTube comment box, so that
Sir, I'm
other
not
people
able to
will.
open that what you have
You
shared.
just download OneNote in your laptop or whatever you are using in your
Okay, okay.
in your. Then only you can find. Okay, this is not a PDF form. This way. Okay, so I am stopping the session.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
guys.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day, sir.
Thank you. To you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.